Hey you guys, this should be the second video you're seeing, so it shouldn't be a surprise if everything goes as planned. So, in one of the many book hauls that I filmed, okay, there was three. There was only three. A 2024 one, and then I filmed two 2025 ones. I just broke it up. And I was very tired during that 2025 one, especially that second one, and I was just like, wanting to go to bed. And I'm like, it's just gonna go up like it's gonna go up. Apologize for you. So I found this handy dandy device that allows me to take my camera SD card and plug it into this and then upload it straight to my phone. Well, I didn't upload it from my phone. I got on YouTube and then got it from there because I didn't want to have to upload it. So it's nice to know that I didn't have to put it on my phone first. Now I did use only the USB part because they have it. This one has a SD one and a micro SD one, but I couldn't get the SD one to work. I don't know if I was putting it in like wrong / not hard enough because I was trying not to break it, because this is like $10 and feels like it's $10 or less. So I went with the USB one, and luckily that's what I got it for, because I was like, let me have many options, and there were many options out there. This is just the one I went with. So there's that. So on to my January wrap up. Sorry, my sinuses are killing me, and I've been coughing because they have been draining. And I have a cough drop in my mouth. So if you see anything, that's what that is. I only read 2 books. It's just gonna be a sad. It's just been, my reading has just been going down, 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 down. But it's because I have been on Disney Dreamlight Valley. I think when I looked, because I was at 5,000 hours, and when I looked, I think I was reaching 6,000. That's shameful about how long I just spent on that one specific game. And you have to know that I play like 3 of my friends' accounts for them sometimes to help them out. So I have spent more time on Disney Dreamlight Valley than is currently being tracked. And I have a second account. Yeah, I have a problem. Just like my fan fiction problem. Still there, you guys. Not as bad, because it's also been taking up the spot with the Disney Dreamlight Valley and all those, Chinese dramas that you guys see going around. Yeah, I downloaded the maps, y'all. I knew once I did it, I was going to be in trouble, and I am in trouble. But it is what it is. So, on to the books, ke-sha. So, the first book I read for January 2026 was This Inevitable Ruin. This is the 7th book in the Dungeon Crawler Carl series by Matt Denham. Love this series. I don't read much in the RPG drama genre usually. I have read a few, like most genres, hit or miss. Some I feel like really took it that way and went the distance. Others I felt like it was just really like a play-by-play, and I could just play a video game, because just this feels, the best way to describe it for me right now is two-dimensional. But this one really was great, obvious by the fact that I started the series sometime in October, maybe November. Not clear on which one, and now it's January, and I am all caught up and ready for that 8th book. And I'm listening to it via audio, and the audio is done very, very well. Highly recommend it. If you're an audio person, to do it that way, it's fantastic. I will get the physical books at one point, but I also read them via ebook as well. Like, I went back and forth with that, because I currently have Kindle Unlimited, so they were on Kindle Unlimited, so that was great. For me, did both. And this one, so if you guys don't know what Dungeon Carl is about, it follows this guy, and he was outside when aliens took over the earth, which is very good for him, because everybody who was inside of a building died. Car died, tent, I think, died, like smushed to death. And then the remaining people are then put into this dungeon that has 18 levels. This is where the video game style comes in, and they have to survive each level and get to a set of stairs to go down to the next level so they can continue playing. And it is both he has a lot of humor in this, my kind of humor. I enjoy it. It definitely helps, especially as the series progressive and you start, how do you say this? Getting into the realities of their situation and the people around them. So, because aliens took over the world, lots of people are dead, and then the rest of these people are like stuck in this dungeon where they're having to fight for their life. And video games, well, they're not always happy. So there goes that. I gave it 5 stars. I love this series. Really into it. Really looking forward to the next one. You guys let me know if you guys have started it or if you plan on doing that. And then the next book I read was 12 Months by Jim Butcher. This is the 18th book in the Dresden Files series. Again, another 5 stars. I love this book. This one was definitely a tone shift a little bit from the rest of the series, to be fair, without spoiling it. So, Harry Dresden Files takes place in Chicago, and it follows this wizard named Harry, and he, you meet him. He's kind of big time, small time potatoes in this world. Of course, humans don't know it exists. They have rules and regulations. He kind of puts himself in the phone book as a wizard, but hey, most people just think he's a kook, but he occasionally comes across some real cases and stuff like that. And over the years, you just build. And the author definitely reads his own books or takes really well notes, because each book is just a build on the other. It's continuous. I don't feel like he's ever backsliding, which is very important when you plan for, I forgot what the original maybe was 20, but now it's 25, because this one wasn't originally planned. And then the last book was broken up into 2 books eventually. So here we are. And this one kind of, again, without trying to spoil anything, there's a major war that takes place. And this one is just like, it's not like there haven't been any battles, I guess you could say, in the other books, because there are things that are always happening, but this one is more war, and we are dealing with the aftermath and his feelings and grief and thinking about what he's done in war, what was done to him, what was done around him, and it's just a lot. And they explored that. That's what this book was about, exploring all that grief and moving on from what has happened and dealing with new enemies and old enemies alike along with that, and learning that the world basically doesn't stop because of what happened. So it was a nice read. 2 books, getting deep. Yay. Month. Maybe that's why I didn't read another thing, because it was enough. Enough was enough. So I did start a book journal this year. So maybe I'll do an in-depth video on that one of these days. We'll see if I keep up with it. If I get to the 3-month mark, 6-month mark, we'll see. So let's go to I was working on my work wrap up earlier, actually. My book goals. So my first one is to catch up / finish series at least 10. So I put a goal within my goal. So far, technically, I'm caught up on 2. So we're good. Because I'm caught up on Dungeon and I'm caught up on Harry Dresden. And then the next book, the book goal I have is read 3 classics. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, I have some in mind, but we'll see if I actually get to them. This is for the year, not the month, the year. And then the next one I have is more of a challenge, I guess. But it's rewatch old book hauls in order. Read 1 book from each haul. Has to be done in order to count, basically. So I'll go back, watch my book haul, my first one, and read a book from that book haul. I'm going to try to tell myself, you can't read, a reread doesn't count. Okay, technically. So get that in your head now. And we're going to see how that goes. This one was just one I just put in there for fun at the last moment. So technically that was my 4th goal. My 3rd goal is to author binge. So read all the books I own by 3 authors. So I'll pick 3 authors and I read all the books that I own by that one particular author. So hopefully unread. Like, they have to be majority of unread books by that author. I felt like that went without saying, but not really. But I remind myself in this journal. Unread ke-sha. Because there's some authors, though, I want to reread / catch up on. So there might be a mix of that. But there has to be, like, of course, it can't be all read, And then the next goal that I had was read 1 nonfiction book, because, yeah, it's going to be easier to read 3 classics than 1 nonfiction. I have a few nonfiction. I bought some. So we're going to see. And that is all the goals I had. I didn't really have more goals than that. That's an outline. We'll see how I go. You guys let me know what are your 2026 goals. If you have read either of these series or if you plan to, or what is the longest book series that you have read, let me know and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.